Hi, I'm Sides. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about plugins. And are these plugins worth the hype? And if you do think they're worth the hype, which bundle should you get first? So, two of the most overhyped, or let's say popular bundles on the market are FabFilter Total Bundle or the SoundToys Bundle. Okay, well, I got both. I want to do a very quick overview of them, talking about what you get in each of them, the price, the pros and the cons, and then in future videos, I'll go over more details of each of the plugins. These are two of the most powerful plugin bundles in the industry, but they do serve different purposes. So which one is right for you? So I'm going to break down everything that's in the bundles. I'll compare their best features and help you decide which is best for your production style. Okay, let's first start with the SoundToys 5 bundle. So look at all the plugins that come in this bundle. If you love warm, vintage tones, classic studio effects, and experimental sound design, SoundToys bundle might be the best one for you. Okay, let's jump into some of these plugins. So first we have Decapitator. This is a legacy saturation and distortion, and this is perfect for adding warmth, grit, and analog punch to vocals and drums and synths. Let's have a listen to some of the presets. So this is what my organ sounds like without it. And with it, I like that one, even though it's meant for guitar. Another thing included in this bundle is Echo Boy. So this is one of the most beloved delays, I think, out there. This emulates vintage hardware with the option for tape, analog, and digital delays. Let's listen to some of the presets. Ooh. Ooh. Pretty cool. Next on the list is a little altar boy. I'm actually going to demo this one with some vocals. So this is a pitch shifting and format manipulation plugin. This is great to make your vocals more robotic or to change the tonality or pitch of your vocals. This is what my vocal sounds like here. I will give you everything, wrap around me like a string. And now if I do a format shift, check it out. I will give you everything, wrap around me like a string. I am yours to thick and thin. I will give you everything, wrap around me like a string. I am yours to thick and thin. I will give you everything, wrap around me like a string. I am yours to thick and thin. I will give you everything, wrap around me like a string. I am yours to thick and thin. I will give you everything, wrap around me like a string. I am yours to thick and thin. I will give you everything, wrap around me like a string. I am yours to thick and thin. I will give you everything, wrap around me like a string. I am yours to thick and thin. I will give you everything, wrap around me like a string. I am yours to thick and thin. I will give you everything, wrap around me like a string. I am yours to thick and thin. I love this plugin. This one is definitely one of the more popular pitch and format shifting plugins that I've seen, so that's pretty cool. Okay, moving on. Crystallizer. Crystallizer is a granular echo effect. So this is great for shimmering, reverse delays, and some sound design. Let's try it out on the organ. So pretty cool. Up next is Filter Freak. So there's Filter Freak 1 and then there's Filter Freak 2. And these are analog style filters for sweeping, rhythm filtering, and movement in your track. Let's see what this one sounds like. Pretty cool. Lots of creative things you can do with that one. Up next is Phase Mistress. So this is basically a phaser plugin that adds movement and depth to your instruments or whatever you put this on. So let's check out some of these. Pretty cool. And now, moving on, we have Tremolator. So this is a classic vintage tremolo plugin. This is a vintage tremolo plugin that recreates the feel of a classic amp and has tremolos and rhythmic effects. Let me show you what that sounds like. Moving on to Microshift. So this is a stereo widening plugin that makes vocals, instruments sound wider. Let's if we do this, doubled. That's with it off, and now. Definitely adds to the sound. Okay, few more plugins with this SoundToys bundle. You also have Pan Man. I just love the names that they came up with, which is pretty much what it sounds like, an auto panner plugin. This creates rhythmic and evolving panning effects. So let's try it out. Then we also have Devil Lock Deluxe. This is a compressor. It's a more aggressive compressor, and it's designed for drums. So let's try it on some drums, actually. So this is what my drums sound like right now. Let's throw on the Devil Lock Deluxe. It has a bunch of them, so I guess it doesn't have to just be for drums. But my understanding was it was designed for drums. But moving on. Let's try it with drums. Let's try it here. Pretty cool. I did like this one, actually. Okay, and the last one I want to show you in the SoundToys bundle is Radiator and Little Radiator, which is a warm tube-driven saturation and EQ. So let's try it back on the Fuzzy Soul organ. We can already hear. So just adds a little bit of color, and these are modeled after classic preamps. Okay, so that is basically the overview of the SoundToys bundle. And what I love about the SoundToys bundle is that they're basically used for your creative exploration, to add character to your sounds and warmth to your sounds. If you want analog style saturation or modulation and delay based effects, I really like that. I think that bundle is awesome. I'm really excited to like dive into them more. I only just got them, so I'm kind of doing a first look with you guys as well. So I'm really excited to dive into them more, but let me know what you guys think of those. Now let's jump over to FabFilter. FabFilter comes with Pro Q4 now, which is their new one, and people are obsessed with this plugin, and I need to do like a full-on video on just this plugin, but just so I can show you the cool things about this one. It really pinpoints to where the frequency is. And you can make it dynamic. So you can see it's very clean. And then it'll if you click on it, it'll tell you exactly where everything is landing. So there's a lot you can do with that plugin. I think this plugin is probably the most overhyped maybe, or most worthy. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. But I need to go onto a full tutorial on this one. Or tutorial discussion. But the next one that's included is so this is an advanced compression with multiple modes for clean, transparent, or aggressive percussion. Let's try some presets on the piano. And then moving on. Then with this bundle, you also get the limiter, which is the Pro L2. This is used a lot in mastering. A lot of people really like this plugin because it delivers loud, punchy masters without distortion. So a lot of these is going to be hard for me to demonstrate because they are, but I will anyways. Pro MB. This is a multi-band compressor. So this is really good for controlling different frequencies with precision. So let's check out some keyboards. Then also what's included is a gate plugin. So this is the Pro G. And this is probably really good. Let's try this on those vocals again. This is really good for cleaning up noise in your song or in your audio that you don't want. So without it, this is what it sounds like. In my life solo, no though, I will give you everything, wrap around me like a string, I am yours through thick and thin. Solo, no though, I will give you everything, wrap around me like a string, I am yours through thick and thin. Solo. You see how you don't hear that? But when it's off, you hear the background, watch. Solo. And then when it's on, you don't hear the background. Solo. No though, I will give you everything, wrap around me like a string, I am yours through thick and thin. And then you can mess around with some of the presets. No though, I will give you everything, wrap around me like a string, I am yours through thick and thin. Cool. And then the last one that is kind of like for mixing and mastering in this FabFilter bundle is the de-esser. This removes harsh sibilances in vocals while keeping them natural. So let's try it out. Solo, no though, I will give you everything, wrap around me like a string, I am yours through thick and thin. Okay, now moving on to some of the creative plugins. So with FabFilter, you also get a saturation, which is called Saturn 2. And this is a multi-band saturation and distortion plugin. Let's play it on the organ, actually. You get Volcano, which is a high quality filtering plugin. So this is with filtering, modulation, and feedback options. Let's try some basic ones first. Then we also have Timeless 3, which is a delay plugin. Pretty cool. And a few more plugins. We have a reverb, which is Pro R. And then we have some virtual synthesizers. So let's check out this. This is Twin. I actually really like this. I'm super excited to mess around with this one. And another one, which is One and Simpleton. Or two, I guess there's two in here. Oh, this is a shaping tool. So let's put that on here. Okay, so now we went through both the bundles, FabFilter and SoundToys. Little bit more about FabFilter. FabFilter is about precision and transparency. If you need high quality mixing, mastering, and a bit of creative tools with a somewhat intuitive interface, this is a really good bundle to get. So let's talk about some use cases. SoundToys is really good for warm, analog, and creative effects. SoundToys is really good for, well, they're both really good for vocal chains, but On SoundToys, you can use Decapitator to instantly add warmth and saturation. You can use Echo Boy to add some vintage tape delays, Micro Shift to widen the vocals, and then, of course, a little Alter Boy to change the pitch and the format of the vocals. For drums, you can use Devil Lock to make it more aggressive, and Radiator to make them warmer and alive. FabFilter Pro Q4 is like an industry, I don't like saying the word industry standard because who even decides what that is, but it is used a lot and people love that one a lot. And they like the compression for a gentle compression. That's the Pro C2 for gentle compression. And the limiter Pro L, the mix, I guess, the song loud without adding distortion. And then, of course, I was really impressed with the Twin 3 synthesizer. I'm definitely going to use this a lot, I think. Like, I really like this. I really like how you can design the waves. And like I said, I'm going to go into more detailed videos on many of these plugins as I learn more about them. But overall, SoundToys Pros is great for creative, analog, style effects, adding warmth, saturation, and great for sound design, vocals, and instruments. SoundToys is not good for surgical mixing and mastering, and some of the plugins I've heard, I haven't had this experience, but some of the plugins can be CPU intensive. That's just what I've read with some of the reviews online. FabFilter Pros is an industry-leading EQ, compression, and mastering tools. It's super clean, precise, high-quality processing, and it is more or less intuitive. The lacks of it is that it doesn't add as much analog coloring, and it's more focused on mixing and mastering than creative tools. So which one should you get? Well, it's up to you. Do you like more creative sounds? Are you working in pop and indie and that kind of vibes? Then maybe SoundToys is better. But if you are wanting to really focus on honing your mixing and mastering and getting those very clean, commercial sounding tracks, FabFilter is probably good for you. Now let's go over the pricings and where to get these. Sweetwater partnered with me on this video by sending me both of these bundles. Sweetwater is a great place to get your plugins because you have a trained expert able to help you with troubleshooting and learning about the plugins. So I recommend Sweetwater for these. For the prices, the SoundToys bundle is $500, and you can see everything that's included here. You can see reviews. We went through pretty much all of these. And then the FabFilter bundle is here. So it's a little bit more expensive. Well, I guess almost double expensive. But you kind of get a lot with both of these. And here you can see all the descriptions of each of these. And they even have more detailed tutorials with Sweetwater. I will link all of this below. Let me know what you think in the comments. Which one would you get? Would you get both? What do you think? Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.